Dear learners, the last section explained about installing and disassembling sound equipments, and once the equipments are installed, how the recording procedure can be exercised. In this section, we will take you through the most basic recording process, which will slightly vary according to the various production processes. Now let us learn the various steps of recording process one after the other. First step is know the production type. In this step, the recording process is to know the production type of the program to be recorded. This will help significantly in the next step of equipment selection. Every production type will change the list of equipment that will be required during the recording process. Next comes the equipment selection. It means to select the equipment required for the recording. Here you will select your own equipment keeping the production type in mind. Assembling. The next step in the process is to assemble the equipment in a proper chain, as we have learned in the lesson of assembling and disassembling of equipment. Microphone placement or miking. Well, this process is a very important step. The concept behind this step is that the microphone captures certain frequencies of the same source at different positions, which then results in the source sounding different with every microphone placement. Next comes the rehearsal. It is always important to have a rehearsal before the actual recording starts. This step will enable you to tweak the sound source, the mixer and other outboard equipment to achieve the required sound. Next in the list is recording. Once the rehearsal is complete, you will be ready to record the sound source. If the previous steps have been followed accurately, then the recording will be high quality and there will be hardly any requirement to tweak the equipment during the recording process. We have now reached the stage to learn how a perfect sound can be produced. In order to achieve a perfect take or sound, you will have to have a good knowledge of the theory part of the sound, which you must have learned in the earlier parts. The key elements to observe in perfect take are the frequency response, distortion, noise, signal to noise ratio, that's SNR, headroom, dynamic range. A brief recompilation of these parameters in the context of recording is the frequency response. The first and foremost factor to watch out for is the frequency response. Next comes the distortion. Any sound which goes above the maximum amplitude acceptable in a recording is called as a distortion. This recording sound will be too loud and eventually give a tearing sound when played through the speakers. Always try to avoid distortion while recording. Noise. Any sound which should not be present in the recording is called a noise. This can be a crackle sound, a pop sound, hiss and hum, rustling of clothes, or anything. Next comes signal to noise ratio, that is SNR. This parameter defines the overall quality of a recording. What it means is the sound level between the noise floor and the desired audio signal. Next comes in the list is headroom. Always give a little bit of headroom when recording to accommodate loud sounds. Always keep the master fader of the audio mixer at least 3 dB below the maximum setting on the board. Dynamic range. The dynamic range is the overall amplitude of the recording without the recording being distorted. Technology has advanced hugely in the last few years, and to use sound technology effectively, one must understand its dynamics. From erecting sound studios to understanding sound equipments, their installation and disassembling for producing high-quality, desirable sounds, this series has given you a clear and detailed understanding of the various components of sound technology. This is an ever-growing field with lucrative career options. Hope each lesson in this series vividly explains sound mechanism to the core. We wish you all the best in your endeavors to become a sound assistant.